Oh, well, that's the first. All right. Bloop. Bloop. Back up that microphone, shall we? Is there like a slime? Nope. No, I'm gonna keep this one. I like them. Twice as many. That doesn't seem right. Is it total or greatest? Greatest. Tragic. The one of fog. Just to short circuit somebody. Keep the chain going. Well, no, I'm not playing. No, 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 no. Nope, 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 nope. Well. Hello. We're getting that's it. Thank you for reminding me. How you spell it? I don't know how to spell it. It's been too long. There we go. I've never actually thought about that word, Nickelodeon. What does that mean? Is that somebody's last name? Nickelodeon? I've never stopped and thought about that word. Travel? Yeah, the coin, and then Odeon? type of theater with nickels being price of admission. I see. Before my time. Bunch of nerds in chat knowing this. How dare you? Bunch of nerds. Our lives for the theater. This thing? Sure. Or you're just really old. That works too. I just Googled it. Yeah, that works. I actually did too, because I needed to know how to spell it. So yeah. This actually is surprisingly interesting. Clarissa? What? Oh yeah, Ronus. So, there's probably a Slime Against Humanity version of this. I don't. I don't know. I've had my fill of this. I'm over this card. I played it like crazy when it first came out. I guess Tyler's Tracker? Is this when you cast? Tragic. Oh, non-token. Get out of here. Get out of here. Well, yeah, Nullhide's interesting. We could play Gigantosaurus. Probably not the best idea, but you know what? Altar of Dementia was a win condition? You saw that? Jeez. Tribute to the World Tree? I don't know. I mean, Alter Dementia, you mill 8, 8, 8. Is it 24? No, they're 2 2 2s. So 8, and then 8, and then 2 2 2s. Boop, 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 boop. 8, and then 8. Oh, wow. 8, 8, 8, 8. Right? So 32. This card alone mills 32 cards. Oh, wow. What? This is 32 points of power? This is the most annoying thing ever. Alright, yeah, maybe Alter Dementia works. Could run Gulta, too, in that case. World's Fine Worm. Tooth and Nail Gulta World's Fine Worm just to mill 15. Plus another, whatever. 25, 27. Yeah, sure. Virtue and Nyx Bloom? I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried about that. Recasting the slime is not really in the forefront of my mind. I really want to play Fog until it works and then take it out. I think as some sort of side thing is... Whoops. I almost put in Commentar. I don't... It's been a while. No, I played Mono Blue. I was about to say it's almost been a while. I don't remember the last Mono Green Commander I played, though. I think the plan B of, like, infinite tireless provisioner token treasure spam is just... Or a Skewt Swarm or stuff like that's just fine. I mean, Skewt Swarm can just mill someone out, too, with Alter Dementia. There's no way to tutor for it, right, in Mono Green? What card am I missing? Nykthos? Am I tripping? Oh, there it is. Jeez. It took a little too long. I know I could have typed it in. There's... I think the 3-mana creatures are more appealing than the 4-mana ones. Like, I don't really care about a 4-mana 6/6. I care more about the 3-mana slots that are big, because green is good at that. Yes, sir. I could probably go for more of that. I don't have Tooth and Nail, or any stupid Eldrazi. Maybe Gigantosaurus can come out again. Maybe I should run this. I'm surprised I've never tried this. I think it's worth trying. It's probably better than the other thing I threw in here. Oh, did I not put it in here? No, yeah, Linoware tried. I think this is just better. I mean, they're both fine. You mean, oh yeah, mono green. Love Struck Beast is what I'm talking about. Prowling Serpapard? Sure. It has relevant text on it, too. Regal Imperasaur? Oh, well, it's doing the thing. I got that one right. What's that 3-mana 4/4 called? Yorvo. Okay. What do you mean? It's the best thing you could do. How can you not love the strongest thing of all time? So do we want Tooth and Nail? I don't think I have enough creatures to care about that. Do I? I feel like I don't. The Power 4 enters thing, there's like 3 enchantments that do that instead of a creature that does it. Oops. Do I take requests? Sure. For one small donation of 500 million money. Could one put this one in there? This one's upkeep. Yeah, let's try Garruk's Uprising. I mean, I have Nykthos. Gigantosaurus isn't that stupid. Wait, what's mythic that I don't own? What? It's not mythic, is it? No, it's not. Oh, the commander itself is a mythic. Chat, did I make a colossal mistake and not have a mythic rare for my own commander? Uh-oh. Okay, well, we'll see if I can remedy that in a second. I just full stop. I didn't even think about it. I didn't think about that. Totally eluded me. Maybe we're not playing this. Tragic. Spinning Roundhouse? What? That doesn't sound like a mono green card. Alright, let's go see if I can get a mythic. How close am I? 14 more packs. So technically it is totally... It's alright, we have it. Everything's fine. I just have to spend all of my currency. What set does the stupid... This set? Right here? Alright. Wait. Is it? It is Aether Drift. Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me do a drive run here. Go back to what? Alright, yeah, this is the right set. Alright, I was just making sure before I bought 10 of them. That's funny. Alright. Okay, there's 2 mythics in here. Alright, we got it. Huge. It's a very small set, so pretty high chance of hitting it. We actually did not hit it, but we got the wild card, so we're good. It's basically hitting it. Well, I typed in the word spinning and it didn't happen. Oh, there it is. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to X target creatures. So for, what is this? 3 mana, it's 1 thing. 5 mana, it's 2 things. I guess? I mean, we're mono green. We can just take out a land and not think about things. I don't have any faith for that card, though, whatsoever. Alright, I guess we're not playing Tooth and Nail for now. You both like and dislike that this alchemy set has cool paper-friendly cards? Yeah. Well, such is life. This would have just been fine to make a real card. I don't think this would have been an issue. It would have been maybe annoying to make the 1/1s because there'd be a lot of text on the actual Ultimus to like fit all of that text in there. But it could have just stopped at the 2/2s. I think that would have been fine. Or they could have made it just make more, like 3 4/4s or something like that. So it kind of just offsets the text. Alright, well, I'm going to ramble on about that. But... Alright, here we are with Mitotic Ultimus. 9 mana, 8/8 trample. When it dies, you get 4 manas. Excuse me, wait. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This costs less, just like Gulta costs less. Right? Now, this is greatest power. Gulta is total power, so... I was thinking that this might just be better than Gulta in every way, but it's only discounted a single time, so it probably isn't. But it leaves behind 2 4/4s, and then when those 4/4s die, they leave behind 2 2/2s, and then when those 2/2s die, you get 2 1/1s. So it's essentially 32 power and toughness inside this one creature. And 32 is a pretty insane number. Someone in chat brought up Altar of Dementia, so I'm going to try that. You only have to do it 3 times, sometimes even just 2 times with this, and that's just your opponent's entire deck, or that's a third of your opponent's deck each time. That seems kind of funny. This card is in here because someone in chat wanted me to try it. I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith for this, but mono green, what better place to try this kind of thing? And then, for the most part, the deck is just like something you'd expect out of most mono green decks, which is like the good cards. Some things that do actually care about actually getting my commander in play at a reasonable pace, like Lovestruck Beast and all the 3 mana efficient things. There's a fair amount of 4 mana good things like this to be doing to discount it, but the 3 mana slot is the good spot for casting this on turn 4. So that's what we're doing. And no Tooth and Nail, no Eldrazi, or anything like that, which might be wrong, but it just makes room for more interesting things that we haven't really seen before. So that's it. Send it. Like, comment, subscribe. Send it. Do 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 do. Stompy wompy rampy wampy. Ramp spells in mind as well. Take out a couple of lands. No, I think I was fine with all of them. I don't think I like the 4-mana ramp spell I put in here. It might be the first one to take out. But when you do flip that battle, you get yourself a 4 toughness, no, a 4 power creature. So, seems interesting enough. Alright, what does this do? Is this the one that, like, wipes your board and you lose reality? It is. Tragic. Sure. We have dumb stuff, but we don't have a ramp spell, which could be wrong. Too late, though. Hopefully it's, like, cats and not cats. You want to the store and bought gummy wummy worms? Oh, man. What are you doing in my chat? What are you doing in there? Alright, this is... I mean, Primal... I mean, both doubling season, we just sort of win unless they have a sweeper. Or a way to kill the Scute Swarm, which, both things are totally possible. I can also just simply not draw a land. That could happen. Resplendent Angel. Get out of here. Alright, well, like I said, didn't draw land. I did draw a Minosaurus, but I can only use said Minosaurus a single time. Do I play Defiler because of that? I don't have a land. Maybe, I don't know. Defiler is just big. I don't know. I don't know how they're not just windmill slamming their commander. That seems kind of odd. Is this the right thing to do here? Huh. Oh, if you say so. Okay, so we did find the land. Which means it might actually be a good idea to play this. And then play the fetch land and do stuff that way. Whoa, I can't swing with that. Oh, no, because then, yeah, it goes bye-bye car. Can't do that. No siree. Alright, there's a Johnny. I do not have... I don't know last time I've played against this. It's in... No, it's artifacts and creatures, yeah. I've played against it... I play against it a lot in normal historic. And it just loses to the 9-life Solemnity because it can't exile enchantments. Some people think it does. Like, oh, I got you. And then they concede when it fizzles. It doesn't do anything. Well, at least I've stopped any attack that isn't flying. Okay, I don't really agree with this attack here. I don't know if that's what you wanted to do. Boop. Hello, I'm doing fine. Fine, just fine. So... Slime? Just... So... Alright. It's the new card. Alright, so... No real attack, but again, the only issue is the 3/3 flyer and everything else is not too spooky. I do sort of need to one-shot the Wandering Emperor. Otherwise it exiles whatever I play. Alright, so there goes Doubling Season. Now, Doubling Season doesn't copy this, but it does copy the preceding layers. It just doesn't copy the first one. I think the 3 Scute Swarms, as long as I play lands, is going to be lights out. This doubles my opponent's 1/1 counters, but that pales in comparison to my, Oh, they actually get multiple Ajani's Pride Mates, too. Hmm. 7, 8, 9, tragic. Alright, so I think I lose now. I think it was a turn too slow. Yeah, I think I was a turn too slow. I stumbled too long. I definitely did. I have to kill Ajani? No, I can just stop them from gaining a bunch of life and just swing like that. Like that. Alright. And if they gain life, I lose? I can't reliably stop Ajani, so I have to stop the gain life trigger here. Which would be 35. Oh, is it 15? It's 15, that's not 10. Never mind. Okay. I didn't even realize I swung with a Boreal Grazer. I didn't even realize. Heraldic Banner is mandatory? What does it just give green creatures +1/+1? That hardly seems mandatory at all. I completely disagree with that. Let's do this. Yeah, no, I think we're just edge. I was a turn too slow. I really was. I'm not gonna lie. I stumbled for a turn and it sort of cost me. Yeah, this just doesn't save me even if I had the mana. Does it save me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can do this for 2? Does that save me? I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't do it. It's not gonna cut it. Alright. Tragic. I don't like Craterhoof without Tooth and Nail. The new Crater Hoof art? I have not. Oh, it is a 4-4. I thought it was a 4-3. I'm not going down any more lands than that. Maybe just take out Bristly Bill. The land-based ramp is not that heavy in my deck. And I don't have like 55 fetch lands. Fine. Take out a 2-drop for a 9-drop. There you go. Oh. Oh, no. If I just had that last turn. If I just had it last turn. This is a slime, right? Ooze Giant, excuse me. So it's probably right to name Giant then, huh? But we're going to name Ooze because that's funny. We're going to play this. And then we're going to do this now, right? I don't see why I would wait. Yeah, no, I'm going to do this now before something weird happens to me. Slightly worse for Nissa, but I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna send it. Oh, sweet. That's kind of funny. So, I'm gonna let them have Arcane Signet just because it doesn't... You know what I could do is pick up my Flare, actually. Maybe that's just better. There's no way I just pass with nothing. Yeah, we're gonna pick up Flare here. And I think I'm gonna not cast it. Sweeper Tribal, yeah, maybe. Wouldn't surprise me. I really want a 2-for-1 my opponent. Exotop card, alright, so I do get my 2-for-1 here. In some way, shape, or form. Alright, so we have Ooze mana. I just want to dodge the exiling stuff is the main thing. There's no reason to do this now. They're to play their land. They could represent something spooky. And now they're just like not doing that. Alright, so hopefully no farewell or whatever. But destroying my board is fine. Because it just can do stuff. You've been playing since 1994? Shoot. I existed in a different form in 1994. I was a tadpole, whatever it's called. You know what I mean. Wow, they've taken it. They're just straight taking it. What does this do? Alright, it doesn't do anything I care about. Interesting. You upkeep, exile. Alright, yep, that's... Alright. They have 7 dwarves in their deck? Okay, you got it. Interrupt your summon, yep. Alright, yeah, I don't really know what my opponent was expecting there. Well, they could have a sweeper, I guess. Very strange. I don't... I mean, my opponent is... Conjure 7 on the top of your library. And just draw, shuffle your library. Why does this conjure them on the top and then shuffle them? How come it doesn't just conjure them randomly in the deck? Like, the wording is weird. Specifically put them on the top, then give them this ability, then shuffle them in. Beginning of your upkeep, exile top card, may play it this turn. Yeah, the problem with this card... Alright, well, I mean, I don't know what really's going on there. Seems like they really wanted to play a lot of cards off the top and whatnot. And they... Okay, to be fair, they're probably just playing it because it's got the exile play the top card thing, which this likes to do, but... They sort of put in a bunch of dwarves for Quintarius Discover, and that seems like it offsets the... what's this term called when you exile the top? I can't remember. Impulse draw? My summoning begins your debt, Planeswalker. I think that's what he says. Lord of the Pit. I have a Lord of the Pit, I think. I mean, I have cards across the entire game's lifespan. I've only been playing it since I was in diapers, so... I never actually not... No, there was never a point in my life where I stopped playing, I don't think. Maybe we'll have one soon, because I don't want to play against Final Fantasy and SpongeBob all day, but we'll see. It's like, alright, it's Dr. Octavius. I can't wait. And then you'll feel bad for yelling at me for playing a slime, mono green. Because it was more interesting than the Green Goblin. I'm keeping... I'm noticing this is the second time I've kept a hand that's probably just stupid. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's just, this is not successful. I keep doing this. I like the lands. I like the SpongeBob lands a lot, actually. But I do not like the rest of the set. Alright, well, if I drew that last turn, we'd be winning. And now we're just probably kind of even. Maybe I have an advantage just being on the play. No, I think they can still play a game. I've blew up their 2 cards. Oh no, we're playing the mobile user. They're playing with their toes, chat. Oh no. Is this March or is this Swords? This looks like a March. Which, they could just play it next turn and not exile anything. Oh. Oh. It's been years. You finally caught me live. Your Slivers decks has mismatched basics in my honor. Nice. Also, welcome back. It's only been a few, you know, it's been a couple days. All of my Sliver deck is mismatched basics too, yeah. I do that all the time though. Alright, so Ketramos, which I have no answer to at all in the entirety of my deck. I suppose I just shut my ears, play 6/6. I called you names last time you mentioned that. Secret identity. Alter ego. I believe it. Alright, we're losing our Llanowar elves and not our giant 6/6, which is kind of surprising, actually. Is this when it leaves play or when it dies? Alright, when it dies, so it just doesn't work. Oh boy. I have basically no faith at all that I can beat this. I still think it's a march and not a swords. Oh. Okay. Never mind, it was the one that you always are happy to see. My real name's a secret identity as well, I think. Who knows? Probably too late now. My digital footprint's probably too big. Now that is a really weird card. I don't get what's going on here. You can ephemerate it, but you could just ephemerate Ketramos and not play this. Okay. You got it. Yeah, it gave me a 3-mana rampant growth. Wow, they actually did have ephemerate. Because of course they did. Why not, right? Of course they did. The only card in existence in Ketramos that could possibly justify this. And they just had it. Why not? Why not? I feel like I'm just wasting my time against the slowest Ketramos player of all time, and I should just concede. Not even sure what my outs are. Oh no, I've got the full fro going. It's not at its prime, but it's pretty long. It's big enough that wherever I go, someone has to say something about it. Alright. Gerald William Flemington Jr. the third. Wow. Someone did their research. Oh, was it also swords? Oh, it was dismembered. Ah, I see. Interesting. Again, no real reason to sack so much life there. They could have just not did that. It's a little weird to me. They just like went to their next turn and not paid a bunch of life. Takes 2 minutes to target yourself on mobile. I would never play this as mobile. Yeah, business is booming. Ketramos stonks are at an all-time high. But our opponent's making, like, they're just filing their taxes over there. Oh, opponent, please. Alright, you know what? Just for the sake of, like, my life, I'm just gonna concede. I just can't wrap my head around this. Opponent's playing with their, like, nose. There you go. It's rocket science, I know. They also exiled a card to grief. My opponent just didn't. I don't really agree with basically anything my opponent did. Like, anything my opponent did, I just didn't really agree with it. But it didn't matter. It just didn't matter. That's how lopsided the matchup is. My opponent could be... I could, like, steal my opponent's turns and still lose. I could Mindslaver them every turn and probably still lose. Nope. Okay. Alright, Nadu. Surely you don't have your turn 2 Nadu. Like you do all the time. If I can't have a turn 2 thing, you can. Nadu got nerfed, didn't it? It's just 2 times a turn. Which is still, like, you win the game if you get to do it every turn. Oh, of course they have it. Why not? Another snooze fest. I'm glad. Alright, well. We're against Ketramoses and Nadus now. With our slime that doesn't have text on it. On the play with your 1-drop. Of course. But I only get it about 1/4 of the time. Opponent's green, they have it every time. It's a... No errata. They would never errata a card like that. It's just Magic Arena. They can use Magic Arena like Hearthstone. Can change cards that are... So they're different. I think it's the same in, like, real formats. Where, like, Standard and whatnot, Pioneer. But I think it's banned. So it doesn't matter anyways. I think it would be nice if they just delegated the text change just to banned cards. And that way you can still, like, play them. Sorin? It's weird. Well, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's not weird. No way you flip Sorin this early, though. Ooh, cool. Oh, whoops. I forgot I could block it. I'm an idiot. I did it again. I'm an idiot. Alright, so we play that. We play this. This. And this. Slightly more reliable than yeah. Been a while since you played. Yeah, it's been some changes. Been some changes. All right, we have a lot of mana, and that's pretty cool. Opponent chose to not play the game. Also pretty neat. We can play this. And then I can play a bunch of mana Nykthos. Play this. Have we had this die yet? We have not had this die yet, actually. I think I'm gonna play Defense of the Heart, because it could be very scary. It can also not really do anything, so we'll see. Oh, sure. Well, thankfully they didn't do that at the start of the turn. Oh, I'm super excited for the new Tarkir set. I can kill Sorin, so it's not a problem. Or I can probably just win. That works too, right? We like winning instead. So 8, and then 3 for Craterhoof, and we win. Alright. Kind of meh, but you take them as you get them, I guess. Alright, so far the slime hasn't been that... Actually, a lot of decks have just exiled it. But, yeah, we got there. We got there. Obzidot's a cool commander, I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Have I played it? I have. I have. More sack outlets? Well, we're mono green, so you're gonna have to enlighten me to a lot of things that I don't know about. I also don't know what that would accomplish. Like sacrificing my 8/8 so I have some 4/4s. I don't know why I would really care to do that. Okay, it's Valgavoth. Shoot. Well, again, Defense of the Heart against something that really can't fundamentally do anything about it. Seems interesting. I'm actually going to lead with this, so I can't get discarded. Alright, whatever. This looks like my list. Looks like my list. Do nothing, do nothing, do nothing, cast rent. Unfortunately, these are not creatures, so I'm not sure if I can use Defense of the Heart, and I don't think this beats Valgavoth. So, if ever Valgavoth was good, it is right here, right now. I can maybe do something, I just don't know what that maybe is. They can't steal creatures as long as Defense of the Heart's in play. Why are you playing Nykthos? What? Okay, well. Yeah, I have no idea why I'm playing Nykthos. Doesn't make sense to me. Alright, so we probably just lose. Not really sure what I can do here. The only thing I can do is give them 3 creatures to flip Defense of the Heart. And I don't envision that as a thing that's going to happen. So... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, alright, we're just done. Alright, I will be right back. I have to use the bathroom. So you can stare at my deck list until I'm back. Okay, I'm back. What I miss? Did I miss any harsh, grueling criticism? Nope. All right, we're good. Wait, what was this? Oh, Saruman. It's the Esper one. No, I think there is only the Esper one. Okay. There's really no reason to... I mean, I could have played this, right? Yeah, but then I'd have to spend the treasure immediately. It's probably kind of just fine to do that. Could have just done that. Okay, so let's play... I'm going to play the safest card here. Spellpierce, alright. Well, I said safest, but clearly that's not what I meant. Clearly that's not what I meant. So, play the... I'm not drawing any of the, like, discounting creatures, which is a problem. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, I'm still gonna play this. I don't think it makes sense not to play it, so... Yeah, I need one of the creatures with, like, 4 or 5 power here. I just haven't found it. So plenty in my deck, that's for sure. Or something big and expensive to cast, which I also just don't have. I think I'm going to take out the, these things have just been, like, just completely useless. I might take these out. I mean, they're useful when my thing works, but, like, it's obviously not working, so... This costs all of my mana? Seems like a pretty bad idea there. Alright, so the best thing I can hope for is settle the wreckage. Tragic. Well, that's one of them. Okay, it did resolve. Always nice. Oh, I could be growing the Galagreeters, actually. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Alright, Nykthos almost trivializes other things in the deck. Let's see here. 4... Nykthos. Okay. We haven't seen a counterspell. I feel like they would have just snapped one off on the Gargaroth, so I don't really expect one. Okay, I can play this. So now if they don't do anything, we're in a good spot. And I paid for Ristic Study the entire time. Nice. Minotaur it. Come on. You know you want to. Oh, they did. Alright. They actually did. Wow. Surprised I haven't seen a board wipe yet. I kind of fully expect to see one now, and then have 2 4/4s. Unless it's Farewell, and then for the 5th time in a row this doesn't do anything. That is an Aether... What? Sauron plays Reservoir? Alright, so there's probably some kind of combo in here. I can make 2 3/3s, which I don't think is a good idea. Alright, wow. It was an Esper Sauron deck, and it didn't have any board wipes. But I think I'm, with this in play, pretty safe against a board wipe, though. Yeah, the opener was kind of sketchy. I mean, we're doing the best thing in the game. The best thing in the game is just, we didn't have either of these to start with. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, even with the 4/4s, because these are not tokens, they're like conjured copies, quote-unquote. So it actually doesn't work with the first instance of this thing's death, and then it only copies 2/2s. Just doesn't seem like that's the right idea. If I had Altar of Dimension in play, I suppose it would give me about 25%, because only one layer of the tokens gets copied. No, 2 layers get copied. So it gives me like 50% more on the thing, and I can just sort of mill them with 2 activations. No, I'm going to take those cards out. Wait, what's in the store? I already looked at the store. Go ahead. Man, the mastery trees are like... There's like no time to finish them. The new Ujin that's about to come out, or like the latest Ujin? Yeah, we're taking these out. I can run more, like, big payoffs. I can run more random mid-rangey nonsense things. Just do that. I don't think I've seen the new one. I don't think I've seen the new Ujin coming out. I mean, look. When you cast this spell, exile up to 1 target permanent. That's 1 or more colors. Cool, so it's like a 7 mana, whatever that 7 mana... What was it, the original 7 mana colorless removal spell called? Total Annihilation or something? Whenever you cast a colorless spell, exile the top... Wait, exile up to 1 permanent. That's 1 or more colors. Oh, cool. You gain 3, draw a card, get some mana, and search your library for any number of colorless non-lands. Oh, that's cool. It lets you... It doesn't just put them into play like the old one. You get the cast triggers, which is kind of weird, because the exiling casting portion really wants you to, like, emphasize Eldrazi, which Ujin, while being colorless, isn't really about Eldrazi. But you just... I mean, you just win, right? You just win. It doesn't matter if you put them in play or have a cast trigger. It doesn't... You're winning regardless. That's a cool one. Is it the best colorless commander in Magic Arena? Probably not. But I do like it. Most assuredly will play it, assuming I have a mythic wild card at that point in the game. And who knows? Maybe I'll never have a mythic wild card again. Who really knows? Nylea is not a creature, yeah. It doesn't work. Okay. So what about... I could play this. That's just... No, that's too deep. He wants to research Eldrazi? Okay. Well, he bumped into something, because, he's got the exile and the cast thing. I could run Hornet Queen. I like that card. I could run Rishkar's Expertise, or the cheaper one. Did I put the Garruk's thing in here? I did, I just haven't... I don't think I've ever seen it yet. Honestly, I might just throw in another land. Someone in the YouTube comments is going to yell at me that I'm under 40 lands, but I'll just throw in another land. It's not wrong to do that, so I think that's just fine. Yeah, Return of the Wild Speaker is another one, for sure. I don't know, I think I would prefer Great Henge in the command zone, because then I can draw cards. And I wouldn't consider Galt a Great Henge. I'm sorry, what is this? Creatures you control have Vigilance and Creature mana. And then you draw if you spent a lot of mana. So I have Altar, but it's a blue-green deck. I really just... I can't keep that. I'm sorry, I just can't keep that. Oh no, it's the Goose. Oh no. Gilded Goose is a little rough sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. I would take any other card instead of that. I'm still gonna use the mana here. I mean, playing a turn 3 card, or a 3-mana card in this fast, just, I don't know. This card has been bothersome lately. Wow, no blue mana. That is a card. All right, yep. So 4. Okay. Yeah, it does. We could run Great Henge. That's true. Honestly, I'd probably just take out Ghalta for Great Henge. I think that would be fine. I like Ghalta, though. I'm not sure why they tapped like that. Alright. Well, I guess I should be thankful I didn't use that on something more important. So, do I play my commander? Yes. Yep. Yeah, Gigantosaurus is still in the deck. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Alright, our opponent also has an Ultimus. That's pretty neat. They could have swung with the Dryad. Could have swung with the Dryad. We shall play this. Because I won't miss it. Ooh, maybe I wanted to play Ooze first, in case they had Mana Drain or something. Looks like they didn't. And the Goose token is probably not as good as more things in play. And I don't really want to trade creatures until I, like, have to. Yeah, it's also not really much of a trade because they have the Death Toucher. It's not actually not even a functioning trade. Alright, if we were both mono green, I'd feel good about this, but my opponent's not mono green. Although they have not played a blue card, by the way. I'm just curious. There we go. They played a blue card, but it's mostly just a green card. They do swing. Oh, right. That's why he would swing. Yep. Well, we take that block. I can eat the thing out of their graveyard, too. So they can't, like, recur that impersonator. Alright, we finally made slimes. And we are going to... Whoop. One, two, three. I'm not going to get the Sea Clan. I'm just going to do this. So do I play Vorinclex or do I play this? This gives me more treasures back, but then I don't have Vorinclex in play. I think that's fine. I think that, yeah, that's fine. I can't go wrong with putting more lands in play. Especially in a opponent could have Cyclonic Rift. And actually, if they do, I think I just lose anyways. They're gonna exile my useless stuff. Nice. They actually did not exile my creature. They exiled the land. That's weird. Suppose it's more likely to be relevant. Okay, interesting. Opponent, I don't think it matters. Just come on. You can do it. Sylvan Safekeeper. I can't imagine they want that. Oh, I didn't think so. There's nothing to copy for this thing? Oh, okay. Yeah, nothing really to copy there. Alright, Slimes, you know what to do. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't have enough to do everything I want. Does that change anything? No, it does not. Alright, so I can recast the slime, but we're at an impasse. I think the blue in my opponent's deck has a pretty high chance of pulling ahead here, unfortunately. So if I play an untapped land, I have 6, 7, and this is 8. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, never mind. That's why we count things more than once. That's why we do things multiple times. Okay, Foreign Collects. It's your one time. It just... Come on. One time. Come on. Alright. Overlord and Gargaroth or O'Hare? I could take Scute Swarm. That does actually put a clock on this game. I think I will actually, yeah, that's just puts a legitimate clock on this game. Oh, I can play 2 lands a turn because of the stupid the thing, the what you call it. And yep. Well, I didn't hit Craterhoof, so if they have like River's Rebuke or whatchamacallit. Alright, looks like it's a creature. Okay. Sure. It's like a cultivate with my opponent's commander. So the only card they can draw is just their Bonnie card now? Right? Well, they get to explore first as well. Sure. Not big of a deal. I mean, drawing a land is kind of like surveilling a dead card away. It's kind of just the same. It's not a big deal. They copy a Thopter. That's funny. Wait a minute. Why does this have Summoning Sickness? What? Am I tripping, or is this not supposed to have Summoning Sickness? Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. This is the new one. All right. Never mind. Do I not have reach? Oh, I don't, because I flipped my Vorinclex. I don't have reach anymore. Okay. I can just block it with the... No, there's no reason. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. It's not lethal or anything. Alright, if you do an extra turn, that'd be tragic. Again, I think it just falls in the blue cards as being stupid. That breaks the parity. Alright, so now I have to think. I don't want to do that. I could just put them all on this thing. Can't really go wrong with that. No, they have a Death Touch creature. I could just put them all on the Gilded Goose. Nothing else really matters. Yeah, we just put them on the Gilded Goose as a giant, annoying flyer. That's fair. There we go. And then we can play... land. I could make a food token, but mana is good. I don't think my commander matters too much, but I can play it. It just depends what this land finds, I think. Okay, opponent's gonna now consume my graveyard. They actually ate a land for some reason. They ate another land for some reason. They don't have to do that. Could be eating my creatures. They're scared of some kind of land recurrence. I don't believe there's any in my deck. I think taking the creatures might just be slightly better. Okay, I'm gonna not respond to that. I think the ooze has enough going on. I don't have to worry about that specifically. Chinorous transformation. So I can shut down Bonnie, which is the thing slowing this game down. They have infinite mana. I'm not really worried about how much mana they have with this thing. Their commander, I mean. So we're going to do this here. So they can't draw 2 cards a turn. And slowly but surely, Scavenging Ooze, Scute Swarm will just fly ahead. Especially 2 lands a turn with my Wayward Swordtooth. I can probably make at least 1 food token. The first food token's almost free because I have a Gilded Goose that actually cares about it, so. And, yep, send it. Why not? I could have put all the counters on a different creature to, like, this thing, and then had it just be, like, super easy to cast this, but I think I'm going to swing with the Overlord, because then it is most assuredly lethal next turn, right? Yeah. Because it generates another land for the, what is it, 16 Scute Swarms? Alright, so I think it's lethal next turn. I think. If my opponent top decks Crater Hoof, I mean, so be it. So be it. Such is the way of the game. It's not like I'm not trying to do the same thing. I probably have more ways to find it. But again, they have blue in their deck. They just haven't really, like, exploited the blue cards in Magic yet. And they haven't shown me any counter spells. Maybe just none in the deck. Like, there are running cards like this, after all. And, well, I guess like this as well. I actually haven't seen this in play before. I can beat most Eldrazi. I'm going to assume they at least have Eldrazi. Target creatures gain flying. Alright, so they have a bunch of flyers, which I don't believe is lethal. Also another card I've just never seen before. Pretty cool. So the food tokens are 3 life, and the ooze is another life. Oh shoot, is it lethal now? Uh-oh. Alright. So go to blocks. Bloop. And here. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus another 8, 24. Are you serious? I go to exactly 24? Wow. Was there anything I could have done about that? Is there anything I can do? I can't activate ooze. Yeah, that's exactly lethal. That's insane. Alright. Crazy. I would have killed them next turn. So they didn't play Craterhoof, but they played a crazy card I've just never seen before. Kind of cool. I sort of died to my own command. No, that's not true. I mean, the tokens pushed the exact lethal, but I mean, it could have been anything. Wow. Alright. Yeah, I mean, that was their last turn, right? Because if it comes back to me, I'm pretty sure I do have lethal in play by now. Yeah, because this third chapter, right, yeah, this would just kill my opponent. Alright, yep. Tragic. Cool. Well, the one blue card my opponent played is why they won the game. The Bonnie card draw is just why they won the game there. Drew into the flying spam. Crazy. For Xaxes, too. There was definitely something I could have done. If I had ooze. Just one ooze activation, I would have won there. Tragic. Just one ooze activation. That was... I mean, I couldn't ask for a closer game. Can't be upset about that one. I mean, I can, but then I'd be emotionally compromised. Can't have that. Can't have that. Okay. Do I deal with that? It is a very stupid card. Nope. Just doing this. Oh yeah, nice red and white cards. Wonder what this deck's about. Fascinating. Man, look at all these red and white cards. Crazy. Can we play the One Ring? Probably. Oh, their red card just did the green thing. Wonder what the best color in my opponent's deck is. So I can play this, then Gulta, but then I cannot disable Balin, which I sort of really want to. Okay, so play this. Oh, if I could play Gulta, I'd be so happy. I wonder if I can surprise mill my opponent. I don't think we can get there. Let's see, we have 32 plus 6, 36, 37, 38, 12, 48, 50? I can mill 50 cards out of nowhere. Well, by that point, the One Ring has won the game, so that just doesn't seem like a good idea. What does this do? Okay. Is it me, or has the day been, like, flooded with fairly slow players? This person isn't that slow, but it's been kind of a slow day today. Isn't it great? You know, you have a mono green opener, and then when you're done playing ramp spells, you no longer play green cards. I don't know why they're swinging with the Charming Scoundrel. Oh, to flip the land. Okay. So there and there. Yeah, nice last card. Man, opponent is so talented. So talented. Alright. We are done. Yep, mono green opener. Better than my mono green opener. Into... Oh, I don't need green cards anymore because of all the mana I need. I'll just win real quick. Opponent literally couldn't ask for a better sequence. It's just like the best thing they could do, really. Oh, again. What a surprise. Well, every single green opponent has done the exact same thing. Fortunately, I can sort of stonewall Shrewfus fairly reliably. Actually, I don't really know what this deck does to stop me. Sylvan Anthem? Jeez, that's deep. Alright, well. So, I really need to kill Bristly Bill, so I'm going to do that. They did not swing at me. That's unusual. I'm gonna not swing again, because I don't think the damage is that relevant. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, no. Ay, ay, ay. I'm like, all the cool cards that I'm seeing today are just Just blowing me out of the water. This attack makes no sense. I'm never, ever swinging here. I would just sit behind this. Like, you have Tender Shoot Dryad. I think them swinging there just put me back in the game when I should not have been in this game still. I think that was a huge mistake. Yep, that was a colossal mistake, actually. And I shall find ways to exploit it. So, let's do that. Tender Shoot Dryad. Unchecked. The only time my opponent has ever done that. They won't reprint Bad Moon? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. One day when you're older. Land, please. 1, 2. It's not enough lands for a Scute Swarm to get ridiculous, but... Oh, I did this backwards. I could have played this first. Whoops. That's okay. 8. Do I care about birds? No, not really. Oh, whoops. Did I switch? No, I did it right. I did it right. Alright, we stopped our opponent from ever hitting us with their stuff. Which is kind of insane, because this, being unchecked, looked extremely concerning. Tender Shoot Dryad, and it wound up not being. We could play Sylvan Anthem. I don't really think it matters. Most of the time you play this, you want to be like super go wide. Yeah, look at that. We beat the... I know, I started this game off complaining because this happened to us like 10 times in a row. But every green opponent on the play has just had this. But, yeah, we stopped them from doing this, and they swung and traded when they really should not have done that. Like, they just can hide behind this the whole game and just decided not to for some reason. Like, I literally lose the game when this gets out of control. I just lose on the spot, and they just decided to get rid of it. That was a huge mistake. I think they would have won, actually. And Tender Shoot Dryad being unchecked with really no way to interact with it is a huge problem as well. My opponent really got to do a lot of things that I assume they normally don't get to do. Because I'm just mono green staring at them. But fortunately, we got to be way too large for them in the long run. But yeah, they just kind of just threw it with this. Actually, you know what? I kind of want this card in my deck. With Altar of Dementia, you just sort of win immediately, don't you? You can put it on a non-trampling creature, so your opponent doesn't expect you to Altar of Dementia win. Our commander does have trample, though. I really want this Hydra's Growth. Time to hit the hay. Shoot, I don't know when that was said, but yeah, it was nice seeing you again. Have a good night. I wasn't looking at chat. Oops. My smooth radio voice, yeah. When it's not complaining, I'm sure. I think we want that double counter card. Well, the problem is if you cast it. Wait, why is this showing? Oh. Why is this glowing? What's new? What is it trying to... What am I not seeing? What am I not seeing? Okay, there's Dex. You got it. I don't... The storm won't stop glowing, chat. It's going to bug me to no end. Alright, Gigantosaurus can probably go. I mean, we could probably take out the spinning. Yes. So 1, then 2, then 4, then 8. It works with Altar of Dementia. Can't really hate that. Yeah, why not? It works in conjunction with Bristly build as well, actually. It's a 1-card win condition. Literally can't go wrong. Literally impossible. Emery, alright. Mono blue. Cavern of Souls? Nope. On the draw, too? Ugh. Can I keep this? I mean, I can dump my whole hand out, but then it's kind of hard to cast my commander. I mean, it just seems ridiculous to not keep this hand, like, for an insane amount of reasons. So. This has haste, so I'm not playing it turn 1. I don't really expect them to interact with Llanowar Elves. They can actually cast Emery. They played an artifact land. Cool. There's a few that let them do that. That's not like a new thing, but... Sometimes I think you can play this on turn 1, especially with Chrome Mox. Bloop. And then bloop. Alright, ramp for days. Ramp for days. Just a matter of it being good enough. Because Emery is pretty scary. They didn't mill over... Well, Surgical is kind of spooky. Actually, so is this. Okay, never mind. Their whole graveyard is like pretty good. Those are a pretty good set of cards there. At first I wasn't sure, but now I am. Alright, they did not have a land. We can play this, and then play other cards after we play that. Such as, but not limited to, this. If my opponent's stumbling, maybe I should put down some damage here. And between these two, Scute Swarm suddenly wins. Okay, yeah. You were the starting player, though, weren't you? Yeah, opponent was the starting player. This doesn't work. Yep. Nope. I could play my commander, but Scute Swarm is equally as terrifying. My opponent can copy Scute Swarm, which I don't know if that... I mean, it doesn't really outpace mine. They can Sculpting Steel, and then artifacts are basically free. But I think I could beat that. I don't know. I don't see any card draw. Yeah, it looks like they're not even doing that. Okay. What do I swing with? This. I suppose this is free, because at the very worst they just bounce off each other. What if I just swung with everything? They kill 2 Scute Swarms. I mean, I'm just putting such a massive... Yeah, this just cuts it down by a turn. You killing 2 of my Scute Swarms doesn't even really get you anywhere. Opponent appears to agree. You probably want to swap those blockers. Alright, they did not swap the blockers. This was it. in a way makes sense. Alright, so River's Rebuke or you lose the game, I think. I'm not sure there's much else that Emery's gonna do here. I really think it's River's Rebuke or you lose the game. Unless they have a way to draw cards, I don't think Paradox Engine gets them there. Well, you know, like, infinite cards, I mean. They're not actually untapping any mana rocks, right? Yeah, there's no mana rocks in play. I think that does it. Does that do it? Right? Or is that mana negative? That's mana negative, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. It's not mana negative because of the discount on it. But what can my opponent do with 2 mana? What can they do with 2 mana here? What can they dig for that wins the game? I don't know. I don't know. It's just stupid. Whatever. Dumb, 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 dumb. Yep, always have it. Opponent had no tutors, just always gets there, right? Why not? Forever and ever, just always getting there. Paradox Engine Emery. No need to look for anything, you just always have it. 100 card singleton deck. They took a card that actually probably doesn't do anything against Davriel. Except maybe draws a card, turns a bird into a 3/3. Obligatory 2-mana mana rock? Alright, no. Wow. Color me amazed. Underworld Dreams is bonkers. That is bonkers. Alright, Gigantosaurus, you know what to do. Oh, dang it. Mesmeric Orb? What? This is Davriel, right? Okay, well, if I... Yep, you got it. You got it. So, bloop. I'm sure they have like that 7-mana card that you draw and lose half your life total, and then Underworld Dreams kills you. Opponent's running Massacre Worm? Alright, this is the craziest Davriel list I've ever seen. I think you just have to minus. You just have to make a deal here. Yeah, you gotta make a deal. Losing 6 life in the face of this is kind of gnarly. Not sure if that was the best idea there. Kaya's ghost form. Alright, well that means I'm just not going to swing at it. It's not really a big deal, I don't think. Unless it is, who knows? So I can play that first. Yeah. Alright, you are at a rather low life total. I don't think Davriel can get you out of this, so you need to draw, like, I'm not even sure what. You have a chance of milling out opportunities to win as well. They didn't mill anything relevant. But they are at 3. And I have a slime that they almost can't deal with. I think Devious Cover-Up exiles? But I don't think anything else does. If they get the deal to discount, they can now cast the 7 mana card that wins immediately. But they have to get the deal, and they also have to have not milled the card, and they also have to, like, have it in hand. Alright. Okay. Well, they could have at least rolled a second deal before they did that, I think. Right? They just didn't do that. Unless I'm tripping. Yeah, they could have rolled a second deal first to see, and they just did not do that. That was obviously a mistake. They could have drawn something better, and didn't. Tragic. That was a reason to poke this for 2 and kill it so they don't get 2 deals. But I don't know how big of a difference 3 and 5 is for my opponent's life total, especially with this thing basically not dying outside of very, very few cards in mono black that can exile it. So the tokens would just be lethal. I probably should have just stopped the second deal, but fortunately, my opponent just didn't do it. They didn't give themselves the opportunity of a second deal of doing anything. They had 2 deals that drew 3. One of them made them lose 6 life. I really don't know if that was ever right. I'm surprised I went with it. I wonder what the other 2 things were, but got there anyways. Interesting list. Interesting set of cards. Interesting set of cards, I will say. Speaking of set of cards, my new cards came in the mail. Yay! Can't wait. Bloop, bloop. No, that's not what I wanted to do. This is Xenago, so I don't know if my commander can hold down the fort against hasting giant threats. It does block a lot, and this does not give trample, right? I don't know, I'm not feeling confident about it. I can play the slime pretty quickly, just doesn't. I haven't had a turn 3 slime. I keep calling it a slime, I don't know why, it's an ooze. It's an ooze, chat. It's an ooze that then makes slimes. Okay, no, I'm not playing that. No. My opponent not only is on the play, probably in a better position, also just has, yet again, the turn 1 ramp spell. I, as mono green, have had it about a third of the time. All of our opponents, who are not always mono green, have had it every single time. I'm just gonna move on. Must be nice to always have it. Should I just mindlessly mulligan every single game for a 1-mana ramp spell? Should I just genuinely do that? Just every single game, always do it when I have green in my deck? Just leads to, like, extremely repetitive play patterns, but, well, such is the nature of Constructed. Speaking of Constructed, what is this? Okay, interesting. So, we're not going to play this turn. We're going to do that. Alright. Does Ooze Tribal have enough support? No. Unless you want to play Slime Against Humanity. But then you're just playing those, and they just work with each other. They don't really need, like, other cards or anything. I don't know if this is better than playing Defiler, but I did do it. I can even pick up that fetch land. I think there's a lot of merit in doing that. I think Defiler's just... Wait, what is this? Draw a card, then discard a card. 4 more permanent types. Alright. Neat. Could have spent both treasures, actually. Maybe that's slightly better. I don't know. This is almost milling my opponent out completely. So we have 16... Excuse me, 32... 40, 47. We have 47 in play to mill. You can play Faceless Haven to search? Ah, alright. Suppose that's fair. I don't know. I mean, am I activating it that much? I have to play basically I have to remove all the regular forests so I can consistently activate it. I don't know if I want to do that. Were they dead on board? I didn't even think about that. 10, 16. Yes, my opponent was literally just dead on board. Alright. Yeah, I mean, that happens sometimes. Faithless Haven... Oh, man. But it's just into the north that does it. And I have to run all snowlands. Like, I can't run any of the normal basics. What else would I have to do? And that would just activate... Oh, man. Oh, man. Why did you have to say that? Ugh. It's probably super good. Well, it's not super good, but it's just right. Because it's a 4... Like, I don't know. It's probably just right. Man. I hate these snowlands. Come on. Is that the same amount of lands I have as before? Yeah. You could run the Changeling stuff to buff slimes? I can't... I don't know what they are by name. Why the timestamps of chat have just vanished? And I don't know how to get it back. Yeah, snow is cool. It's just I don't want to always play the snowlands. I want to play my other art lands that I have. Like the infinite amount of other things that are in the game. Ugh. Oh shoot, I didn't mindlessly mulligan for a 1-drop. Oops. Throwing, chat, we're throwing. This can't block, right? Yep. Patchwork banner? Whoop. Let's play... Yep. I don't know why we... Oh, okay, sure. Oh my goodness. You got it. Alright. So, I think this has to find something this turn, which really sucks, but it is what it is. I don't know what it's finding here. I really don't know what I'm doing with that Archduous Charm. Which is not good. If I had the desert bounce land, I'd probably go get that, but I don't have it. So probably some kind of creature? I would like to kill the Morbid Opportunist, but now I cannot do that. I could get Scute Swarm, but it's not... It doesn't work right now. I really don't care about Altar of Dementia. I know I probably should care about it. Maybe I should. It's like a reliable way to commit crime. It's probably just a problem as this game proceeds. Yeah, I should have just dealt with it. Yep, that was a mistake, for sure. How do you not cast your commander? Alright. That does not commit crime, right? Suppose they can still cast their commander? Green Medallion? I don't know about that. I'd probably play the green Anthem before I play the Medallion. Excuse me, the Medallion. Okay, interesting. That that does commit crimes. I think they're gonna plus though. I think. Losing Cultist is unfortunate, but I don't think it was the most crucial thing to have to like win the game. So I will swing with Yorvo, and we'll see what happens. The thing that was going to happen anyways. Yep. I will play the land because my opponent has Liliana in play. There's no reason to not play the land. Oh, did a mistake happen? This doesn't have trample. Opponent said, oops. I don't know why. Not swinging doesn't really, it's the same thing anyways. It doesn't matter. Can I even swing at Liliana here? Should I swing at Liliana? I don't think so. That's an... Is that a very unusual attack, or am I tripping? Okay, well, you've convinced me to not care, so what do you got? I will not let them get that, so let's sack that. Yeah, this is... I mean, I expected something, I just... not really a surprise. I could have actually sacked this in response to the attack, and then had probably too many creatures for my opponent to do anything about it. So, I don't think any crime can be committed currently, which means I can swing 8, 12, almost lethal face. And I don't think I care about Liliana in any way. It does commit a crime, which is scary, but swinging this much face is just it's just so much damage. If they don't block Yorvo, I can sack a lot of slimes. Oh, that doesn't really change anything. Yeah, I think they're always blocking Yorvo anyways. $72. So 32, 41, 48. It's almost lethal, but not quite. Milling my opponent, I mean. It's pretty close, but it's not quite there. Thankfully, the tokens come tapped. The slimes are definitely extremely annoying to deal with as well for the opponent. I'm going to sack this and just get rid of something else instead of the, yeah, this is fine. I'll get rid of a 2-2 here. I could get rid of a 1-1, actually. Maybe that's just okay. Yeah, we can just get rid of a 1-1, I think, and not really sweat it. Man, if Yorvo had trample, ugh. Why can't my cards be exactly the thing I want? $32. Oh, I forgot Yorvo grows with each creature. This is lethal. This is lethal. Okay. So, this is lethal. Unless my opponent responds or something, which they haven't done. I think I could have milled them out before I gave them a turn. Yeah, okay, they don't appear to have anything, so we're just going to go all in. And if it's not lethal, well then... But there's... I mean, this is most assuredly enough. $53. Yes! Yes! We did it! We finally did it. I actually milled them out. Yeah, Yorvo. I completely forgot Yorvo grows with each creature that's showing up, so... That basically just goes crazy. That probably explains why my opponent's a good game. I just passed the turn without thinking about it. But I'm pretty sure I could have decked them out before they went to their draw step. Yeah, so that was a bit of a mistake there. But if these zombies were untapped, I don't know if I would have won this game. Well, maybe. I mean, all the damage I did wound up being completely irrelevant, because I ended up just milling them out anyways. Probably could have swung at Liliana. But again, it just doesn't seem like Liliana's doing anything except committing a crime, which my opponent's deck could probably just do anyways. So, cool. We did it. Milled our opponent out. I forgot Yorvo even did that. Not gonna lie. Okay, I've had my fill of this commander. We did the thing. We can't possibly do anything better than that now. Oh, that's funny. Bro, why is the store glowing? Oh, it's just, it's like an unscratchable itch. I'm sure someone knows, I don't know. Probably a visual bug. Nothing new in video gaming. All right, let me look at these cards and then yell at them. Okay, this makes slimes bigger, but it costs 5. I don't care about that. And the other one was green. No, I don't care about either of those. And what's the green monument? I actually don't remember. Doesn't it discount? Or make 1/1s? No, the white one makes 1/1s. This just gives +2/+2. No, I don't want that. I also don't want that. Alright, yeah, no, I don't want any of those. Okay. Okay, so this commander is cool, especially against those kinds of decks that, oh, I'm playing mono green, and then you suddenly find yourself against sweeping, spamming stuff. This leaves behind a bunch of good stuff. Unfortunately, Ketramos exists, so the best sweeping sort of thing going on right now exiles everything. So this gets exiled, and then you don't get your slimes, and you feel really bad. The Altar of Dementia only worked one game, right? Yeah, one game. I think there was a second game where it was about to do something, but we just either lost before it did, or our opponent conceded before it mattered. But there was one game where this actually worked. It's probably worth a single card slot for that potential chance to happen, but you can't just do it with a single Ultimus. You have to sort of do it more than once. Now, we discovered, or at least I discovered, I didn't even think about this when I put Yorvo in the deck, but Yorvo grows with every slime that you're making with this dying from Dementia. So Yorvo and your Ultimus basically does it in one fell swoop. Just boom, they're all gone. But I don't know. Yeah, Ashnod's Altar, another way to create a bunch of mana. Now, I don't have a ton of things to do with more mana after a certain point, but if I wanted to play like the Eldrazi, which you certainly can, Gigantosaurus could just be Eldrazi, that one works, but I just didn't go in that direction. The mid-range 3 and 4, I actually ended up putting more of the 4 mana, like 6 power creature stuff in here, just to get this into play more consistently than I was, but these cost 4, right? Which means this is coming in on turn 5. Or, excuse me, this is coming in the turn after you've played your 4-drop. If this comes in on turn 5, I don't know, you're probably borderline screwed unless whatever else you were doing was very scary. So if you play this, say, turn 3 from all your ramp or something, and then you play this turn 4, that's great. But I don't know. These are a bit slow. It is nice to have them in play once your commander dies, but if your commander dies to a board wipe, it's only being discounted by 4 the next time because all you have are some 4/4s, and this is assuming it didn't get exiled. I saw no Frogify Heliod's whatever auras today, but that would be another massive issue. We could be running Beseju. I just wasn't, because again, the bracket system, I'm scared to put anything stupid in my deck that ruins any opportunity to play against sort of weaker things. But I'll probably upload the list with Beseju, but I never had a game where that actually ended up mattering. Force of Vigor only worked, I think, a single game, but basically every game you play, or I would say well over half the games you play, Force of Vigor does in fact matter. Right? Or it could matter, and usually hits 2 things. I mean, even if it does hit one thing, you're usually not that upset with it, but Force of Vigor is just super solid. Super solid. I mean, I don't have much to say about this, other than it's a mythic, so good luck. The Scute Swarm, Tooth and Nail, Crater Hoof kind of thing is just... I mean, if you're in mono green, you're going to need, or at least really have to think about the other ways to just win with as few cards as possible, right? Scute Swarm only needs lands to win the game. Tooth and Nail only needs Tooth and Nail to win the game. What's the other one? Someone actually played this and then threw the game and then brought the card to my attention. It's that aura that I can't remember the name of. Oh no. Oh no, I look stupid. There it is. Hydra's growth. This can just win the game on its own, right? In fact, I would have lost to it had my opponent not threw it in my face. If this was still in play for my opponent, I would have lost. This card does work with Altar of Dementia, right? Now it requires it to be in play for a while. Good luck with that. But if it is in play for a while, suddenly, boom, you just win outright. I don't know, this, being a 40-40 swinging at your opponent didn't kill them. But if for some reason that wasn't killing your opponent, you can now mill them for 40 or the next turn 80. So that's an interesting card there. And that's really about it. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this, but as a colorless, as a mono-colored deck, it's in mono green, which has a massive range of available things to it, right? You outside of the things that you basically always have to play, which is all the one drops and stuff, and most likely some other forms of ramp. Let's say the other quote unquote 40 available card slots in your mono green card deck that's not the staples that you basically always run. I like it. Is it the best thing? No. Is it better than, is it in the top 50%? I would actually say yes. I think this is better than half of the mono green commanders available. I mean, that's not saying much because there are some pretty rough ones out there, but I would say it's probably, after playing both of them, it's probably better than Ghalta just because it gives you hedge against sweepers, where you actually leave something behind. And you have, a secondary win condition in Altar of Dementia, which is something to consider. There are token spamming cards that, Doubling Season. Oh, that's right. I had those in here to start. Doubling Season, Parallel Lives, and that other one. Losing my voice. But they kind of suck without your commander specifically dying, and I don't really think token strategies are really that good at all, right? Especially when they're not totally plan A. If your mono green deck has a bunch of token things matters in it, Parallel Lives needs to really emphasize those things being good. We also win a lot of games without making any tokens, because you got to keep in mind the first two things this creates are not tokens. Those slimes are not tokens. When those 4/4s die, then you create tokens. So the first death doesn't actually trigger any Doubling Season effect. It's just the second one. And I mean, it's just too deep for that. And Scute Swarm doesn't need help. So I don't really like that. I tried it. It just wasn't working. Go Shintai Voltron. That doesn't even sound like a challenge. Shoot, isn't that a 5-color deck? All right, challenge accepted. But so yeah, I can recommend this. I did like it. It's fun. It didn't really have a good win rate though. Whether that's because this exact build wasn't great, so be it. I know Gigantosaurus is kind of a joke, but I mean, look at it. How can you not run a card like this? Your opponent's going to ask you, well, what does it do? And I'll be like, it does 10-10, because they can't see the text box. And I'm just going to tell them that it simply does 10-10. I have a soft spot for this. And we have Nykthos in our deck, which, that's something to consider, right? With cards like this, though, we could have ran Garruk's Stubberder, and Rishkar's Stubberder. Oh, wait, what? No way. No way I do not own it. No way. Oh no, what's it called? Someone said it 10 years ago in chat. Equal to power. It's the, you draw cards equal to power, whatnot. Return of the Wild Speaker. Oh no, I didn't use his last name. Oh no. Is it not his... Is it toughness or something? Why is it not in this list of cards? Alright, well you get my point. It's just these cards. You could play a few of these, because even with a 4-mana 6/6, that is 6 cards, right? You don't have to play 7-mana 10-10, 7-mana 8/8 to do something. It actually is fine. Even with a 5-mana card, right? Or a 5-power card, you just play a 3-drop that draws a ton of cards, especially a 3-drop that your opponent probably doesn't really care to... Oh, what's a good one? Not that one. Doesn't care to kill, like, Lovestruck Beast. If the 1/1 dies, this actually can't do anything. I don't have a lot of 1/1s in the deck. So if it's sitting there as a 5/5, why would your opponent ever kill this? Right? And then you just have this to draw a bajillion cards. And that seems better than definitely something that's in here. I think I crafted this card specifically for this deck, and it never came up. I'm like, oh, it's Gaia's Cradle. Oh, look at it. Oh, but no, it literally never did anything. I don't know how I feel about that one. Yeah, I don't know. Bloop. Is this better than Wild Speaker? Let's see. It probably is, right? Well, let's put both in and see. What? What? Where is it? Return of the Wild Speaker. Oh, it's an instant. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew something was wrong. All right. I knew something was wrong. I knew something was wrong. All right. Found what was wrong. I don't know. I mean, one of those, or maybe all of them. Who knows? I'm going to fine-tune the list before I upload it. And, yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's all I have to say about this one. So if you like mono green, it definitely just plays a mono green strategy with a viable Altar of Dementia thing going on inside of it. While that's really about it, actually. Yeah, no, I got nothing else for you. That's it. It's just mono green, 8/8 slimes. Sometimes mill them out. If not, go wide, beat them to death with typical green stuff. You can put Eldrazi in here and go big, like a mono green ramp for days kind of deck. And this is like plan A.2, or you can just be slimes and do what I was doing. There's 3 to 4 different ways to play mono green in most commanders. And I was just trying to play heavily into this for it to actually matter. So that's all I've got. Let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. GG's, chat. GG's. And your challenge will enter my... Someone in YouTube said, go Shintai, Lost Wisdom, Voltron. Challenge accepted. Put it in the list. List of things to do. There it is. It's listed. All right.